All right, y'all, it is ranking time. It is ranking time, and today we got a beefy one. I just had some banging barbecue wings, and I got my blue lights on. I'm sitting down, I'm relaxed, and I'm ready to dive into this. So, right off the jump, we're going to be controversial as hell. Cheetos. I am not a fan of Cheetos. I'm not a fan of the puffy Cheetos, although those I think are slightly better. I'm not a fan of the crunchy Cheetos. I think, honestly, they're massively overrated. I would prefer cheddar goldfish to Cheetos. I would prefer basically any kind of Cheez-It to Cheetos. I think Cheetos taste cheap, and I just flat out dislike them. So right off the jump here, I'm going F tier on Cheetos. Yeah, go ahead, click out of the video. I don't give a fuck. This is the place for spitting straight facts, and that's what we're going to do. Or, when I say straight facts, what I mean is completely and utterly subjective opinion that I will mask as fact with over-the-top bravado. Anyway, all right, next we got Doritos here. I don't know which Doritos this is, though. I'm not sure which one the purple bag is. But generally, I have a pretty low opinion of Doritos. I'm not the biggest Doritos fan in the world, so I'm going D tier on this one. And that's sort of like a stand-in, too, for like nacho cheese and Cool Ranch would be in about the same territory. I told you, we're coming out the gates hot on this one. I got a bunch of controversial opinions, but I also have a bunch of majoritarian positions that we will get to at some point as we go down the list here. All right, these Fritos, they got the twists in them. I think this one, is this the one with like the chili stuff on it? I'm not sure, but I remember really liking these. I remember really liking the twisty ones. I'm low-key, this is a solid A tier right here. Funyuns, pretty good. I remember expecting them to taste like buns, and they did not. They tasted better than expected, but I never really go out of my way to pick Funyuns because they're just mediocre in a sea of awesomeness that is generally chips. All right, baked Lay's. Look, anything that's baked, keep it real. F tier. Anything, and I remember back in the day when they first came out, people would tell the stories about like it's got some ingredient in it that gives some people diarrhea. So some people used to eat the baked chips and then just shit themselves. So, and they just don't taste as good as the other ones. I mean, they're way better for you, but they also don't taste nearly as good. Bugles are, we got our first C tier here. Bugles are whatever. You could take them, you could leave them. You don't have strong feelings about them in either direction. Cape Cod Original. You know, I could see why some people would really, really love these and put these in S tier, but they're just not my thing. I just feel that they're not my go-to main chip. So we're going to go with, we're going to go with a solid, we'll go C tier on Cape Cod. I know that's controversial. Some people swear by Cape Cod. Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Again, I'm just not a Cheetos man. The Cheetos Puff, slightly better, like I said. That's D tier, but it's still not that good. Spicy Cheez-Its. Now, I'm a Cheez-Its person, but I'm also generally anti-spiciness. But these still hang in there. We'll give them C tier. The white cheddar Cheez-Its, these are solid A tier. Those are delicious. I think Cheez-Its sort of freaks it. I think across the board, I like Cheez-Its so much that I even like the budget-ass knockoff generic cheese nips. Have you guys ever had cheese nips? I know it sounds dirty. It's not dirty. It's the budget-ass Cheez-Its, and they're still delicious. Regular Cheez-Its, I'm debating S tier, but I think I got to go high A tier. All right, so we got various Chex Mixes here. I don't know the difference between the gray bag and the blue bag that says bold on it. I don't know what that means. But Chex Mix is decent. We'll go C for that one because I don't know if I've ever seen it. This is the Chex Mix I've had. This might be low B tier, but I'll just go high C tier on that one. Combos, I want to love them, but I just always feel like meh when I eat. Like, I've given combos a chance probably like 7 or 8 times. And every single time, I'm just like slightly underwhelmed by them. They're not terrible, but they're just like, every time I give them a chance, I'm like, why did I do this? I know I don't love these things. So we're going D tier on combos for both. Doritos, again, I'm not really a big Dorito fan. I'll go D tier for Cool Ranch. I do like the nacho cheese slightly more, but it's not really... it's not really enough to knock it into C tier, to be honest with you. I'm just not the biggest Doritos guy. For the life of me, I don't understand how that, like, every household has Doritos. It's like there's so many other glorious chips out there, and you guys pick Doritos? So anyway, never had these Doritos, never had these ones, never had these ones. These are all weird, freaky new ones. These types of Fritos, this is the chili cheese Frito. Okay, so these Fritos are phenomenal. They're A tier. The original Fritos, there was a time when I would have put the original Fritos at like C tier, but I've given them more of a chance recently. And honestly, they're delicious, man. I gotta go solid A tier on the regular Fritos. I do. Gardetos. I like these. They're pretty good. They're like, I would say they're like a slightly better Chex Mix, so we'll go B tier on the Gardetos. Flavor blasted goldfish. Oh god, they're so fucking good, man. They're good. They're good. I'm thinking though. It's not A tier. It's just shy of A tier. These are the cheddar, like, if these were the flavor blasted, the extra cheddar one, it would go S tier. These are the regular cheddar one. These are going A tier. I'm a big goldfish guy. Certain goldfishes are slacking, but definitely the cheddar ones are not. These Sun Chips are solid. They're a B tier, like the cheddar Sun Chips. I've had these, but I don't really remember them that well, whatever these things are called here. But if I remember correctly, they're sort of mediocre. So we'll go C tier on that. Actually, I don't remember enough to be able to say that, so I'm just going to put it back. What do we got here? Salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar, it could be sneaky delicious, but it's definitely not in A tier. We'll go B tier on this one. The kettle cooked. Baked, go fuck yourself. Lay's barbecue. Honestly, one of the worst of the Lays. If I don't say so myself, one of the worst of the Lays. We'll go D tier on the regular barbecue chips. Honey barbecue is a different conversation. I think honey barbecue is slightly better. Kettle cooked Lays I've actually never had. Sour cream and onion, solid ass staple. We're going to go B tier on that. The Lay's Classic, we're going to go B tier. Very solid chip, but just, doesn't rock your world or anything. Munchies are really solid. We'll go A tier on the Munchies. Oh, wait. There are two different ones here. I'm not sure which is which. Is this one hot? This one might be hot. I've never had the hot, so we're going to go ahead and put this back here. But these Munchies will go A tier, because I think this is the one that I've had. This, I don't know what this is, and I can't really see it. I'll try a little zoom in job real quick. See what we can get out of it. What does that say? Salt. This is some other salt and vinegar one. I've never had that particular salt and vinegar chip, so we're gonna opt out of this salt and vinegar one. Pork skins. I've maybe had these once. I think they're as gross as they sound. F tier. Pringles pizza. I've had them, but I don't really remember what they taste like, so I can't really judge that one. Pringles sour cream, very solid, almost A tier, but it's a B tier. I'm noticing now that there's not many S tiers. I'm noticing that now. That's interesting. But hold your horses, because we're going to get there soon. Rolled gold pretzels. You can't really put some regular-ass pretzels on a list with chips, because pretzels always fall short of chips. But having said that, we'll go D tier. This is not an F tier. It's still much better than any, like, baked potato chip. Fuck out of here with that shit. Now, here we go. Ruffles, cheddar, sour cream, no doubt about it, S tier. It's just a solid S tier all day long. It is one of my go-to chips. Every time it hits, and somebody made a good point. They were like, you wouldn't think that sour cream and onion would be a delicious chip, or cheddar and sour cream would be a delicious chip, but, it is secretly the most delicious of the chips. So that's a solid S tier. Honestly, the Ruffles sour cream and onion, even though it's not as good as the cheddar and sour cream, it is like a low S tier. So what we're learning about me now is that I'm a little bit of a Ruffles fanboy. I mean, they just hold it down, man. They hold it down. I could never say no to Ruffles, cheddar and sour cream, and Ruffles sour cream and onion. Did I say Russells? Russell Brands chips. Smart Food, white cheddar. This is a sleeper. You wouldn't think, a bag of white cheddar popcorn would be banging, but It really is. In fact, they're a solid A tier. We're going A tier on that. Wait, have I run out of room in A tier? Do I have to click this to get more room in it? Ah! What just happened? What just happened? Ah! What just I fucked up my whole list, man. What the fuck? No, so this goes down. This goes down. No. This goes down. This goes down. Is this where we were? Is it S? These are the A's, correct? Are these the B's? I think these are the B's. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay, sorry, I fixed it. I thought when I clicked that they would give me more room, but it didn't. It just like flipped the things in a way that I did not want them to flip. Anyway, all right, let's continue. Where was I? French onion sun chips. I want to go A. There we go. So it lets me do it if I just drag it there. That's a solid A, man. The French onion sun chips. You wouldn't expect like French onion flavor to be that good, but it really is. So anyway, all right, let's continue. I'm losing track because of all these fucking ones that I never had. What is this one? Tostitos what? What does this say? Tostitos original party style. This is just Tostitos. You can't even put Tostitos on the list unless you have a dip with it. Like you got to have the salsa with it, or you got to have, the onion dip or something. Like you can't just put regular Tostitos and have them hold a candle up against like flavor blasted goldfish and sour cream and onion chips. Like, what are you, crazy? In fact, I'm refusing to actually rank this because that needs like the whole point of that is to get dip with it. You can't ask me what it is on its own. That's psychotic. That's like holding up like a blank canvas and saying, "What do you think of this painting?" It's like, bitch, there is no painting there. There's nothing. It's just a blank canvas. Like you gotta paint it first before you ask me what I think of the painting. Psychotic shit, man. All right, you got some other Tostitos things here. What? Literally, the rest of these things should be launched into the sun. Like none of these things. So we got these Tostitos. I don't even know what that says, what kind of Tostitos there are. Triscuits? You got Triscuits on a chip list. Who the fuck made this chip list, man? This is not a chip list. Veggie things? Veggie straws? Did they have like some quota they had to reach of like fake-ass healthy food on this? And then again, the Lay's Kettle Cooked. I never had the Lay's Kettle Cooked. So anyway, this is the whole fucking list right here. Because all these, for various reasons, I cannot rank. But anyway, there you have it. That's your official list. I'm actually surprised that more things didn't make S tier. And honestly, sour cream and onion Ruffles barely made S tier. Like cheddar sour cream is like the Tiger Woods of this list. Like just far better than anybody else in the conversation. Like there's a lot of solid A tier in this. But pretty decisively not S tier though. Like this A tier, they are A tier chips. They are not S tier. You know? So I don't know, man. I'm a little surprised at the lack of S tier, but happy with the solid A tier. And then look, everything else, once you get under A tier, it really is sort of just take it or leave it. Like I've said no at different points to everything under here. To everything under A, I've said no at one point or another to all these things. But if you're at a barbecue or something in the summer and somebody trots out anything that's S list or A list here, I mean, immediate panties dropping. Let's get down to business because you can't. I certainly don't have the willpower to resist anything that's A tier and S tier here. So anyway, there you go. What is, in your opinion, my most controversial opinion? Which thing am I most insane on, in your opinion? Because look, I know there are some Cheetos heads out there, man. So sound off in the comment section if you're like, you know what, I'm unsubbing because you don't like Cheetos. But here's one thing I know for sure. There are going to be 0 baked chip heads in the comments. Like, there might be people who eat them, and they tolerate them, and they think, like, these are marginally more healthy, and that's why I have them. But anybody in the comment section who says, like, no, baked is actually better than the other ones, that's got to be, like, a bot or a lizard person. That's not a real human take. That's not a thing anybody's ever said in history. So anyway, what's your favorite? Put it in the comment section. Love y'all, and I'll talk to you soon.